Well, it's been a while since I've actually played the game. It's well after Christmas, and I played this last just before Christmas. But I have a good reason. I got a new system. I'm no longer on the laptop. I bought a tower, and porting everything over to that was a bit of a pain, if I'm going to be honest with you. Steam made it easy in terms of downloading the games and stuff like that, but all the add-ons I use, the logos, the kits, and whatnot, that made it pretty difficult. Plus, I had to go back and refamiliarize myself with exactly where we were. And where we are right now is the start of the January transfer window. We have the Tim Cup and the Derby with Inter Milan. My name is FM20, and this is Forza Milan, episode 21. So one of the things that happened with the laptop is the hard drive was going, and plus it's 2.5, 3 years old. The graphics card on it is good, but not great. And frankly, trying to upgrade a graphics card on a laptop, especially one from a company like Dell, is a pain in the ass because they're just not designed that way. And frankly, I had a little bit of money lying around. And these days, the money I spent on getting my new tower may have got my daughter a calculus book in college. Do you want to talk about it? Racket, look at college textbooks. Anyhow, a couple of things changed in terms of the setup. I have a 34-inch monitor that I had before, but the laptop was my second monitor. Well, now I'm on the tower. I had to go out and buy a second monitor. So it's a little bit taller as I'm messing with the camera here. Sorry about that. And so it's also sitting a little bit further back, so you're seeing a little bit more. So, yeah, it is what it is, to be honest with you. But here's where we stand at the moment. We are getting ready to play Genoa in the Tim Cup. But we need to go back and see how we are doing. We last played Valencia in the Champions League. And it may not have been Valencia. It may have been... Yeah, it was Valencia and then Inter. And because I was going to do a triple live comp and we skipped Basel. And since that Inter game, we have been on a really good run. The defense has slipped a little bit, but the offense has more than made up for it. We beat Basel 2-0 thanks to goals by Laporte and Borja Mayoral. Frank Kessie missed a penalty kick. Then we were home against Torino. We absolutely thumped them 5-1. Kessie a penalty kick and a goal in the 30th minute for an own goal for Torino in the 56th minute. Leao had a goal. Giovanni Di Lorenzo had a goal. Bellotti had a goal for Torino. But this really wasn't much of a match. We then played Perugia at home, and we beat them 3-0. Leao, a brace of goals. Hernandez, a goal. And then Arsenal, our last game of the group, we beat them 3-1. Thanks to goals by Tonali, Kessie, and Borja. Alexander Lacazette had a goal. We ended up finishing... let me go back to the group stage here. First in the group, based on goal differential. So, as expected, Basel was the whipping boy. So the teams getting out of the group were Bayern, who are playing PSG, Arsenal is playing Leipzig, Atletico Madrid is playing Inter, Manchester City is playing Ajax, Sevilla is playing Liverpool, we are playing Man United. Fun times. Juve is playing Lyon, and Real Madrid is playing Lazio. So, could be, it's going to be an interesting Champions League again this year. We're then away at Atalanta. This was a tough game. It took Giovanni Di Lorenzo goal in the 87th minute for us to win it, and that's after we were man down, after Kurzawa went off on, I want to say, a double yellow. Plakios had a goal, and Ilicic Joseph had a goal for Atalanta. I think they were looking for the draw, and Di Lorenzo scored a very nice goal. We were home against Bologna, and we won 4-1. Lau, brace of goals. Arezzo a goal. Carrasco goal in the 91st minute. That was kind of unnecessary, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm trying to do my best to not harp on extra time goals anymore. We'll see how long that lasts. Orsolini had a goal for Bologna that didn't really help them. Hellas Verona, we beat 2-0. This was actually a pretty tough game. Leao had a goal in the 40th minute. Yoda a goal in the 52nd minute. And yeah, we had more shots and more on target. They had 7-2. We had 23-10. We had a slight possession advantage. But Plazzari, who is actually our keeper, he is on loan to Hellas Verona. did a really good job. And their defense, we earned it. We really had to earn this. The number of shots and the number on target is not indicative of how well Hellas Verona played. I played this on extended highlights just to see how we were doing. I thought it would be a good test. Plus, I wanted to see how Plazzari was doing. And then we were away at Brescia. Frank Kessie goal in the 35th minute saw us through. And then we were home against Cagliari, 4-0 win. Leao, brace of goals. Carrasco goal. Tonali goal in the 82nd minute. He doesn't score all that often, but when he does, it's very, very nice. Which leads us to today. Genoa in the Tim Cup first round and Inter in the Super Coppa Tim final. Not quite sure what that is. Probably no, but like I said, it's literally been 10 days since I've played this. So, as I was saying in the intro, getting everything poured over game-wise wasn't the big issue. The big issue was getting everything over that I needed to edit everything. I used DaVinci Resolve. They make it really easy. They have a database that you can back up. But the kicker is, if you have files that you use, like images you use, I have the transitions that I use, or certain images and intros and pieces of music and stuff like that you use, DaVinci Resolve has it set up to where you have to path out where those reside. And the paths have to match. So even though it's the same hard drive, and I plugged it into the tower, it gave the drive a different name. So like on my laptop, it was K drive / FM20 videos / Beta Milan say / images or whatever. Well, on the new computer, it was the L drive, and DaVinci Resolve did not like that. I literally had to go into my computer, rename the L drive, the K drive, and restart everything. And lo and behold, DaVinci Resolve worked. But it works so well. The first video I did on the new system was the Triple Live Com that aired on Monday. It was a 36-minute long video. New system compiled it in 9.5 minutes. I literally thought something was busted, but no, I paid good money for it. I'm going to get a good 2 or 3 years out of it, that's for darn sure. We are in the early days of the transfer window. We have made one move. Let me get to that. Pedro Robocho from Lyon for $10 million. I needed depth on the defensive left-back line. He comes in as a 2-star current, 2.5-star potential player, 26 years old, valued at $10 million. He's a squad player, 35,500 euros a week. Solid, doesn't really stand out in any one area. He's not really weak in any one area either in terms of the position he plays. He plays a really good fullback, but he also does a decent wingback and a decent complete wingback. If there was one thing I was really kind of upset about, it would be his jumping reach. You would think a guy, well, okay, maybe 5'7", 163 pounds. Maybe that's why he only has a jumping reach of 6 and a heading of 6. But he's fairly fast. He's fairly speedy. He's a good crosser. He's good first touch. His tackling and marking, they're average, which I guess is okay for this level. But for a depth player, for a person who's going to see a decent amount of starts, 2 million euros for him is not all that bad. So we started the game on the tactics screen, and that is not the tactics screen. This is the tactics screen, and this is who we're starting today. So I'm going to actually double check all this, and we're going to come back with our match against Genoa in the Tim Cup in just a bit. The other good piece of news is Ruben Diaz is back from his broken leg. Hopefully he doesn't break the other one. But we are playing our 4-2-4. Donnarumma in goal. Theo, Laporte, Ruben Diaz, and Di Lorenzo is the defensive back four. Tonali and Kessie is the midfielders. Yoda and Vignato is the attacking midfielders. Leao and Mauro up top as the strikers. Vodasek, Capardossi, Casada, Piemonte. Genoa's got a decent team. So I have yet to play a game on this, so hopefully it looks good. We're still going to do the 2D. That's not bad. Tonali, in-swinger. Ruben, top of the box. Vignato, oh, far post. Well done from the young winger. That was nice. Good chances, half chances. Yep. So, yeah, you're able to take your views. I mean, there's a separate folder for all the views and stuff you have, and copy those into the new directory. And then your skins and stuff like that, you can do the same thing. Uniforms and badges and the like, you can do that too. It's just the files. Oh, Yoda, Oh, dispossessed. Tried doing too much. Di Francesco clears it, goes right to Ruben. Oh, Francesco steps in front of that. Pinamonte gets past Laporte, but he can't get to the ball in time. Donnarumma has it. Over to Ruben, who gives it away. Casada has it now to Piazon. To Crescido. Up into space. Di Lorenzo's going to run that down before it goes out of bounds. Taps it to Ruben, who loses it, but it goes right to Donnarumma. But calling that a Diaz back pass, I highly, highly doubt that. Ruben to Di Lorenzo. Out to Vignato. Crosses it in. Diogo's there. Very nice. A goal and assist for Vignato in the first 20 minutes. That's really, really good. But anyhow, like the uniforms and the logos were just taking forever. The logos themselves weren't bad. It was the uniforms that were a pain. Copying them to the USB was going to take forever. It was actually simpler in the long run just to go back to FM Scout and the places where I downloaded them, just to download them again, extract them, and put them in. So, Tonali in swinger, knocked away. Kessie runs it down. Back out to Tonali. Taps it over. Well, Di Francesco stepped in front of that. It's cleared away. Laporte's going to run it down. He sends it over to Di Lorenzo. Cuts inside. Taps to Vignato. Oh, he takes another shot, but it's just wide left. Di Lorenzo on the throw-in. Vignato. Back to Di Lorenzo. To Vignato. Mayoral. Vignato. Leao tries... Now he bounces it off Tongaya. Tongaya, is that the guy's name? Let's check it out here in a second. Di Lorenzo on the throw-in to Kessie. Back to Di Lorenzo. Oh, tries crossing in, knocked away by Capardossi. Back out to Ruben. To Tonali. Back to Kessie. To Ruben. Out to Di Lorenzo. All alone on the right. Into the box. Taps up Vignato. Mayoral's there and he scores. Well done, Borja. It has been all Milan this first half. 7 shots, 4 on target. We're only 27 minutes in. Borja started the season out great. He had a hat trick's worth of goals, and then he just kind of stopped scoring. But he does enough on the field for me to keep him on there. And then I'll swap him out with Arezzo. He and Arezzo have been swapping starts. They've been sharing goals, essentially. So, but that's kind of the plan. Yoda picked up a yellow card. Tongia, that's his name. Yoda gets the ball, gives it back to Tonali. Drives forward. That's not something you see every day. Into the box. He tried doing too much. Yoda. Oh, who was that? Who's my number 10? It's been too long since I played. Leao's number 10. Okay. I should know that. Piazon driving right. Holds it up. Over to Benzar. To Tongia. Storaro. Back to Benzar. To Storaro. To Tongia. To Di Francesco. Over to Benzar. We're waiting for a gap to open or someone to come. Okay, that was interesting. Tonali. Oh, knocked away by Pinamonti. Vignato's going to run that down. Crosses it in, knocked away. Kessie's going to run down that. Taps it to Di Lorenzo. Over to Tonali. Back to Di Lorenzo. Centers it in. Yoda's there and he scores again. Oh, he has been a very, very good signing for us. As well he should be, considering what we paid for him. I got to get used to the camera being a little bit higher. Normally it's a little bit lower. Nice volley by Diogo. And that is halftime. 11 shots, 7 on target. A decent possession advantage. Tell the boys, keep it up. Tell Yoda, calm down. Of course, the first half was full of highlights, and now we're going to get 60 minutes into the second half with no highlights. So we're going to make a couple changes here. Yoda will keep on to see if he can't get a hat trick, even though he's on a yellow. We're going to pull Leao off and bring on Arezzo. We're going to get Diaz off and bring on Berta. If only because I don't want to overdo it with Diaz, especially with Inter coming up in a couple of days. I'm going to shout at the guys to concentrate. And Yoda wants to come off now. He's got a bruised ankle. So we are going to bring on Carrasco. Di Lorenzo on the throw-in. Vignato gives it away. Joku up to Pinamonte. Into space. Gets around one. Gets around two. Sends it up to Del Monte. Oh, Donnarumma, nice block. Theo knocks the ball away and the highlight ends. Capardossi. Oh, Donnarumma, nice save. In traffic to stop that. Kalo on the corner kick. Knocked up in the air. Herrezo to Vignato. Sends it up to Mayoral. Over to Carrasco. Oh, blows by the defender. One-on-one with the striker. And he kicks it right at him. Wow, Theo's there. Gets the rebound. And an open goal and scores. And they're calling that an assist by Carrasco. He blows by the defender. He's one-on-one with the keeper. So, of course, he kicks it right at him. Bounces off. Goes right to Theo. Wide open goal. And the net's moving before the ball gets there, but, you know, it is what it is. And a cartwheel from the guy. I don't know that I was expecting a hard game. I don't think I was expecting an easy game. I definitely was not expecting 5-0. Donnarumma, very nice stop. Berta, out to Di Lorenzo. To Vignato, who loses it. Crescido to Calo. Back to Joku, back to Calo, up to Pinamonte, who was sitting behind. Laporte stops that from going out of bounds after Donnarumma blocks a kick. Arjau to Kalo, to Joku, back to Tonga. Joku gives it away. Berta up towards Mayoral, but Arjau steps in front of him. Di Francesco has it in space, runs it down, bounces it off Theo. Theo gets it, and that is the game. Well done. Vignato, a goal and an assist. Yoda, a brace of goals. Win of the Tim Cup first round. Yeah, our schedule coming up is it's not fun at all. We're playing this on the 12th. We've got Inter on the 15th. Fiorentina on the 19th. Lazio on the 22nd. And then either Lazio or Bologna in the Tim Cup quarterfinal on the 26th. And then Livorno on the 30th. So in 21 days, I take that back. If we're counting today, in 18 days, we're playing 6 games. Unreal. Milan's arrogance. Okay, Vignato was stellar. Do the press conference here, and then we are going to come back. So I'm clicking all over the place. For the derby. No, well, it is the derby, but it's the Super Coppa Tim final. I'll have to check that out and see what that is. Back in a bit. It's going to look really bright here because I have Wikipedia open. So the Super Coppa Italiana is an annual football competition usually held the week before the season begins in Italy, contested by the winners of Serie A and the Coppa Italia in the previous season as a curtain raiser of the new season. That's not the case here. What they do say is that it was mostly held in Italy, but since 2009, the venues have been mostly outside of Italy, and this is no exception because we are playing in Dallas, Texas, in the Cotton Bowl. So not only do we have 3 games in 7 days, we got freaking international travel involved too. Fun times. So anyhow, we have yet to get there, but we're going to be back with that game in just a bit. I'm not saying this is insult to injury per se, but on the day we're playing the Super Coppa Tim final in Texas, we also had an under 18 and under 20 games. So I've got like next to nobody on my roster other than my starting 22 today. So as a result, because of, well, not health issues. I mean, I've got some tired guys, and the guys who seem to be the tiredest are my wingers. And why risk them? I've got a formation, the 4-3-1-2. I have the players for it. We've trained on it. We're pretty good at it. So that's what we're going with today. Donnarumma in goal. Theo, Laporte, Ruben, and Di Lorenzo as the defensive back four. Tonali, Benasser, and Kessie as the midfielders. Paqueta as the advanced midfielder. Mayoral and Leao up top as the strikers. Oh, the 5-3-2. So let's go, hook 'em horns and all that jazz. Although the Jazz are in Utah. 15 minutes in, not a lot going on. Half hour in, still not a lot going on. We're not really doing much to improve football in America, as it were. Benasser dispossesses. Oh, well, Barella took it back from Benasser. Donnarumma pushes the ball wide. Well done. Corner kick for Inter. Politano. Knocked away. Fernandez is going to run that down. Cuts right. Back to Skriniar. And the highlight ends. I'll take a quiet first half. Politano sends it in. And Fernandez with the header. No, it was Lukaku. Let's see what happened here. Yep. Coming up on halftime, Inter's going to take a 1-0 lead unless we score here. Benasser all the way back to Donnarumma. To Ruben. Up to Benasser. Out to Lau. Oh, Digne gets the ball. Taps it up to Sensi. Fernandez, oh, gives it away. Lau in the box. He's tried crossing in. Ake knocks it away. Di Lorenzo's going to run that down. To Ruben. Back to Donnarumma. Last chance before the half. Theo centers it to Benasser. Out to Di Lorenzo. Crosses it in. Mayoral. And he... Oh, Borja. And that is why I like Borja Mayoral. The questionable haircut aside. Well done, Borja. Excellent cross by Di Lorenzo. Borja chests it down. Past a diving keeper. Now that is some exciting football. Right before the half, too. 6 shots, 3 on target for us, 4 and 2 for Inter. Hernandez is demotivated because we told him the performance was disappointing. Well, it is disappointing, dude. Come on. Donnarumma. Out to Ruben. Up to Tonali. Cuts right. Taps it to Di Lorenzo. He passes up in space again to Borja. Oh, it was a weak effort. The Inter keeper really had no problems getting in front of that. Benasser. Corner kick. In swinger. Lukaku knocks it away, but Diaz gets it. Back to Benasser. And Digne knocks that away after Benasser tries crossing it in. Odriozola to De Vrij. Back and forth. Barella has it. Over to Sensi. Up to Lukaku. Back to Sensi. Out to Digne. Di Lorenzo challenges. Takes the ball away. And Digne gets it back. Fernandez. Oh, almost loses it. Theo heads it away but goes right to De Vrij. Odriozola to Barella. Back to Odriozola. Up to Barella in the box. Holds it up. Donnarumma's there. Blocked it. Went off the post. Then went out of bounds. So it's going to be an inner corner kick. Knocked away by Diaz, but De Vrij is going to run that down, and that is the highlight. Well, we're coming up on 60 minutes, so we're going to make a couple changes here. Romagnoli is going to come in for Laporte. Arezzo is going to come in for Lau. Save the last sub here for about the 85th minute or the 75th minute or so. Romagnoli, Benasser. Romagnoli, Tonali. Back to Benasser. He tries crossing it to Kessie. Barella steps in front of it though. Now Barella gets the ball back on a very nice pass. And he takes a shot at Donnarumma, who had no problem stopping it. Donnarumma's nervous for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. Paqueta's not having a great game. Hernandez is not having a great game. Part of me wants to take Tonali off, but the other part of me doesn't. You know what? We're not going to make any changes. Because I get the feeling this is going to go to extra time and we'll save the sub for there. Donnarumma to Ruben. Up to Di Lorenzo. Bounces it off Barella, who gets the ball back. I should have made the sub. Oh, I'm flipping real. Now we're going to skip this. I got to go to the attack. Golini to De Vrij. Gives it away. Tonali, who takes a shot, absolutely skies it. That thing ended up in Arizona. Good grief. And we lose. Nuts. That was annoying as all hell. So we got Fiorentina in 4 days. They're 6th. We've got Lazio back-to-back in Serie A in the Tim Cup quarterfinal, which I think we're going to skip. We are going to come back for... We're definitely going to come back for Man United. I think it's going to depend, and there's a long enough break between the home and away games, and I realize that's a bad look. There's a big enough break between the home and away games that we're not going to do a double live com there. It's a month between games almost. So what we'll do is probably come back for Sassuolo and Man United, and then the next episode will be Man United Udinese. And then after that, who knows? Transfer window's still open. We've made a couple more moves, or there's some still in progress. But the next episode, which will be Sassuolo Man United, we will fully go over those, and go from there. So, a dominant win against Genoa. And Inter just wasn't an extra time goal, but Nicola Barella certainly did a number on us. The guys just did not do well. Paqueta is 6'4", Arezzo was 6'6", Kessie is 6'5". Too many games in not enough days. And February is just as bad. I mean, look at this. The 12th, the 19th, the 22nd, the 27th. And flip insane. And that's after the summer where we really didn't have much of a summer. You know? I mean, you know, this Tottenham game, that Tottenham game on the previous page and this Tottenham game are the exact same game. You know, we really haven't had a break since forever, it seems. So, hopefully none of the guys get seriously injured. I've scaled back the training intensity for almost everybody. I'm not doing as many 3-day-a-week practices now. Usually, let me go to the train calendar here. Usually what I'll do is, you know, this would be a goalkeeper or a set piece or something like that. But for the most part, I'm letting the assistant coach do it for right now. And we've just got so many games coming up. You know, and I don't want to lose the guys to something I do, either knowingly or unknowingly. And saying that out loud, I probably just completely jinxed myself. That's the way things seem to be going. But, you know, a good win today, a horrible loss, and that seems to be par for the course for this club. At least under my direction. So that said, if you did like what you seen or heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. My name is FM20, and you've been watching Forza Milan, episode 21.